Hey, what's up, everyone? It's GleeCon, and I'm back again with more content, more episodes, more lore, all of the things we like to jump into on this show, Lore of Warcraft. Something where we cover everything in the game, or we sure try to. Not just the game, but the entire universe that surrounds the game, all the books and media, both canon and non-canon. You're looking at Glee Contessa. She's our Alliance Classic Ret Paladin, and she has been deep in the jungles of Stranglethorn Vale. Today, I hope to finish that zone, so stay a while and listen. I kind of thought maybe we might finish last time, but there's a lot of things that kind of needed wrapping up, including some mithril farming, because this, on top of everything else we've been doing, we also need to, while we're here, actually, while we're in Menethil, we need to. She's doing the blacksmithing quest line. So, Art of the Armor Smith, I'm trying to make that happen. And I don't remember which of these little keeps has the first aid guide, but I think she's ready to learn Rune Weave bandages, so I was going to pick that up since we just happen to be in this neck of the wood. Yeah, from old Dr. Gustav von Hausen. Okay, so we only have one more bandage to learn from him, which is the heavy rune cloth. I think there are some other bandages you can learn. I know there are some PvP ones. Anyway, why are we here? The second part of Cortello's riddle is here. We're not here for the Shadow Shard fragments, which is Maraudon. We're not here for Tiara of the Deep, which is... don't remember if that's Sunken Temple or if that is Zul'Farrak. I think it's Sunken Temple. We're here for Cortello's Riddle Part 2. Okay, so we kind of basically should swim across this bay here. We are more than... This used to be a death run for us, swimming across the old bay, but now it's fine. Saves us a little time, I think, in the long run. We also are going to do... I mean, we're now in Kalimdor, and the other reason why we're in Kalimdor is because we have to go down to turn in a couple things. We have Galvan's Finest Pupil, which is going to kick off the rest of our blacksmithing quests, but we also have the Stoley's Shipment, Stoley's Debt, and returning back to Booty Bay. We're almost done with every Stranglethorn quest. Other than that, we have the Stone of the Tides that we need to take care of. And which is going to be easy if I remember correctly. And then we also, it's got two parts, and I'm not sure how that one works. I guess we're going to find out. And then we have to entice Negalash in order to face Negalash, the level 50 elite. I am scared about that one. We are not going to be able to beat him on our own, so my hope is just that we can get at least one person to help us. I will say when we did the last giant, the one that gets you the sash maybe, out in front of Booty Bay, there was a paladin that came and healed me for that. And I had not really seen a truly geared up holy paladin in action before on Classic. And I was quite impressed. I just, and I was able to inspect and look at the gear, but basically, the ability to hyper-focus on all plus healing gear on all of your stuff. Plus, she had basically plus healing on every single possible gear that you can get it on. And to put that... I mean, I guess you'd ideally want it on plate, but I don't even know. I didn't look that deep because it was a quick little inspect. But then to use a lower level like Flash of Light, and then basically Flash of Light just becomes straight OP. She was just spamming Flash of Light on me over and over again. And then I looked up and did a little research the other day. Yes, I think yesterday, and turns out this is the way. This is what you do as Holy Pally. You just keep yourself close. You spam that plus heal gear with Flash of Light, and pretty good. Like that caster was essentially able to indefinitely cast to indefinitely heal. They weren't even close to running out. It was pretty awesome. And that inspired me to fire up an anniversary character with my wife last night. Her and I have been messing around with other little things, and I thought that would be fun. So, I'm going to try to do more. So I made up a pally. I'm going to be a holy pally. She's a mage. That's ultimately her favorite spec, so I decided to let her pick something easy. I haven't decided on jobs and how we're going to supplement our jobs yet. Because I do enjoy blacksmithing just because of I like all the work and all the questing that goes into it. But there is... I don't want to do armor since I'm doing it with this, and that would be just boring to do it twice in a row. And Way of the Weaponsmith is not going to be that rewarding for a holy pally. I'll have to research that a little bit more. Okay, obviously we're at this raptor-infested burrow here. We need to get into that cave. Okay, so I guess screw it. Let's just go in. Let's go in. Let's go make some business decisions here and start fighting. I almost wasn't going to pick Pally, but I really wanted to pair something that went well with a mage, and so my initial thought was, geez, I need someone that can heal. When I'm playing with my wife, one of us has to be able to heal. And she's just... So I let her just go with what she wanted, and she leaned towards mage. She was actually going to originally pick a Forsaken. She didn't like... So... We started to that, but then I was like, then I have to be a priest. And the priest-mage combo is just a little bit squishy for my likelihood. Like, there's no tanking element to it. And I thought, well, I could be a dwarf priest, but then I just was like, I want to start in the same zone as her. She can't be a dwarf mage, you know, so there was just little elements. So we ended up switching over and going human so that I could be a healer, and I went with Pally. So it seems I'm gonna get back to it and find out. I am looking forward to doing like just every dang spec again. I just love this game. I was thinking about that later. I was like, man, I just never... There's like Riddle back there. It just never gets boring for me. 20 years in, and there's always something I'm like, oh, I could do that. Iron. You know what? I'm going to start getting iron where I see it. Because I have decided, screw it. If I get 12 points, because now that I know I have to level that up too, I'm going to have to get to 30. You find a musty scroll. To Lordaeron, the great land of turmoil, where brave soldiers with death do toil. Find your way through the great unrest. There you will find the end to this quest. Along the coast of the hinterlands at the base of the great falls, underneath the water, there does your treasure call. We're going to get a 14-slot bag for our efforts. That's pretty cool. I think it's kind of silly they make us go. We only have one bag that is not a 14-slot. So this is going to be a 2-point bag increase for us. But hey, that's nothing to sneeze at. I'll take it. And then we'll be all 14 slots. Slaughters. Okay, so I am now going to walk back the way we can, and we're going to swim back across the bay. We're not hearthing or anything because I want to now fly down to Tanaris. And we are going to be visiting Tanaris from time to time as we do this. I just wanted to pick up the quest so that we know what's coming. Oh, there's mithril, there's silver, there's iron. There's mithril inside. I gotta go for all this. Okay, so let's see. Where is... There's our iron. It's probably gonna fight me. Yep. I was like, let's see what happens. Are you fighting me? Yes, you are. These Bloodfen Razor Maws. I don't know that I need the silver, really, but... that I could probably... Unless it's gonna give me points to mining. I guess I would go with it. Our bag space is limited already, so... I got a citrine. These are bad luck I'm getting on these different... See, sometimes the ore on these like caves is... Oh, there it is. Ah, dang it. More fighting, I'm a pacifist. Fire main Ashtane. Oh, there's more mithril down there, too. I think it's worth it, since we're going on a mithril hunt. That's what's actually going to be the most time-consuming part of this episode, is we're going on a mithril hunt. Oh, no, I don't want the silver. I'm going to leave that for something else. Okay, so I'm going into this cave just for the mithril. I have to fight a few, probably, but at this point, it's worth it. And since we have to go to Hinterlands for Cortello's Riddle Part 3, I'm going to make sure to... We're going to do another... Oh, what are you? You're blocking mithril? Oh, there's gold down here. Now, the gold... Also probably not worth it. But it might be, you know... It might, like, level up our mining. I don't know. I'm going to walk over. If I could see it, if I can get a line on it, I can get a bead on it, but I don't think it will. I'll absolutely take the mithril. Okay, we only have one piece of mithril right now. And every 6 pieces can give us a level up, so that's good. So we're almost there. And we also have to... But you know what? We're not going to be... Oh, there's some solid stuff. We're not going to be building our... we're not going to level up our mithril just randomly. We're going to do it making the gear that we need. Okay, I got a bunch of junk that I don't need. Okay, got to kill a couple mobs. That's alright. We need the XP. I would like to get us to level 50. Not that we can't handle things without being level 50, but... We are coming up on that Negla. I mean, really, the higher we are, the better we are. Probably a lot of... I don't mean that in like the 420 sense. Alright, so we have now gotten out of that tunnel. We got some mithril. Took a little extra time to do it. Let's work our way back. Hinterlands will be the next zone that we do too, after we finish doing Stranglethorn as Horde. And so we'll get an opportunity, we'll have plenty of opportunity to work our mithril. And from time to time, we might just have to go take a trip over to Tanaris to dump off some of our mats that we've made. Probably silly of me to run right into that camp. But that's why I want to get these quests. I know ultimately what we need is 4 mithril helms, 2 mithril boots, and 1 mithril breastplate. And I guess we'll be making those and storing them in the bank as we can, you know, when we make trips to Stormwind, because we've got to turn them in all at once. What do we get from all of that? I don't know. I'm assuming either access to recipes or some recipes. We also have to go, when we're in Booty Bay, I have to remember to visit the Armorsmith. There's some important recipes I need to learn from there. But maybe not until we get to at least the next tier 25 or 30 for armor. So we'll see. We shall see. I mean, really, 225 is like a threshold. That's the cutoff for being a true artisan. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of stuff wanted us to be 225 at least. Surprised that we can kind of start it at 220. Alright, if we were a Death Knight, we could just run across this water. That'd be cool. And I'm fighting a Makrura Razor Claw. Try to swim backwards as we fight, just to slow chop from time to time. But anyway, I thought it might be fun. Oh, now it's running. Dang it. Oh, good. It was susceptible to whatever that thing's called. Repentance? Yeah. Basically to being put to sleep or being somewhat stunned. Yeah, we got a bunch of crap right now. I'm just going to sell it, most likely. I don't need any purple lotus, not black lotus. Black Lotus would be cool, right? I think that's a thing in this game. You can tell the devs were definitely influenced by Magic cards for some of the stuff that they do. It's all one, world of fantasy game players. Nerds, if you will. Nerds like myself. But, I mean, I think at this point it's a misnomer. It used to just be, to be into all of that, there was a certain affiliation of, only a certain type of people played Dungeons and Dragons, or played hours of MMORPGs, or played Magic cards. I think that's less and less true over the years as it gets more mainstream and more people give it a chance. I think the stigma originally, what would be considered a nerd, I think the number one qualifying feature would be kind of poor social skills. And I think to some extent, a lot of the tech bro culture is still in that vein. You have these people that get hyper fixated on niche skills, particularly around entertainment and distraction. They can sometimes become very good at them for these high-level tech bros, but at the end of the day, you have people to where interpersonal stuff does not come naturally. All right, so we have to get on the flight path now. Like when I look at like a Mark Zuckerberg, for instance, I just see a dude that it just seems like being a normal person is an effort. He just does not strike me as someone that
Where would you like to fly to?
Gadget stand. All right, let's mess with our spreadsheet. And I'm certain I have some of those qualities too, but I'm pretty fine with interacting with other human beings. All right, we finished Cortello's Riddle 2. But definitely there's a weirdness about me. And I can also turn inward, become very insular in my nature. But like I met a guy, I don't know that we would be. I mean, and also I'm a kind of a sweat at this game in my own way. I do things that are just fundamentally insane. I put time into this game. I'm not just derping around doing nothing. I'm just not the most technically proficient player. I'm not that awesome. I'm not skilled with fingers flying across the keyboard. Strategically, I can sometimes think of certain, things to get me through situations, and I can persevere. But I am fine with planning, doing things that take a long time, sticking with it. And as you guys know, as I've talked about multiple times on this show, and being persistent and doing the research. So a lot of that is all it takes. It's all really. It has to count for something because, like I said, at one point I was, number 2 in North America on the Armory for unique quests completed. So I know for a fact that it's proof is in the pudding there with a kind of my unique approach to the game. But I hope that it's interesting for you guys, for those of you that don't want to, you want to actually enjoy the game in your own different ways that you enjoy the game, and you can just have this run in the background and see what it looks like for someone that is oddly and slavishly following a path to complete everything in the game. I'm getting there on Tanaris. I think I'm closer to being done than I thought. If you look at these quests, because it looks like I have all these left, but I really think the vast majority of these quests are parts of epic gear chains or are defunct. So I really have a few things with the Silithid here. All these eggs I've already done. And I think everything else. So I don't know that I'll quite finish it today. Because lately I've been down to only playing four or five quests a day. and I'm doing both factions at the same time, but I'm hoping. All right, so here's our guy. We need this. So I don't know what he is. He looks like he could be a night elf. He's using a night elf model for sure, but they could be, and the way he just spoke, but he also could be possibly a high elf.
Sultraz, the first time I heard the word uttered, I was around your age. It meant nothing to me then, as it means nothing to you now. It was not until a war band of trolls coming from Zul'Farrak laid waste to the land that I understood and feared. Many will tell you that the split blade of suffering does not exist. That is a myth. A rumor started to scare children straight. But believe me, human, it exists.
Trenton loses focus as he runs his hand across the jagged scar on his face. Does he have a scar? Not that I can see. All right, Galvan's finest pupil.
Galvan the Ancient sent you. It is a great honor to meet another of the Master's pupils.
Says he bows, and there he goes bowing. All right, so now we're going to pick up his other quests, starting with a good head on your shoulders.
It seems as if Master had this planned from the start. I was not taught to create the items which you learned to create, and you were not taught the items which I learned to create. The Master is wise, adventurer. We shall teach each other. Show me how to make a mithril coif and ornate mithril shoulders, and I shall show you how to create an ornate mithril helm.
Which, that's what I ultimately need. I need 4 of those helms. Okay, the world at your feet.
At last year's All-Valley Blacksmithing Championship, all those who watched saw my leg get swept from under me by a cowardly dog from the Venture Company Foundry. What they didn't know, however, was the reason I was able to continue and ultimately win the tournament. That's right, ornate mithril boots. I will need to learn how to craft ornate mithril pants for this year's tournament, however, as a Venture Company shredder is an entrant. Teach me the way of the pants and learn the way of the boot.
Okay. And the Mithril Kid.
These parts, I am known as the Mithril Kid. I supply ornate mithril to adventurers from around the world. Little do they know that I do not know the technique to fashion ornate mithril gloves. Shh, this will be our little secret. Teach me the technique to create ornate mithril gloves, adventurer, and in exchange, I will show you the resultant of the culmination of my training under Galvan, the ornate mithril breastplate.
All right, so if I would like to learn the helm first, let's say we need that, then I need 2 mithril coifs and 1 ornate mithril shoulder. The ornate mithril shoulder I can't learn until 225. So I'm a little bit stuck there. But can I make the regular mithril coif right now? Let's look and see. I don't see it. So I don't know how to make the mithril coif. Let's see. As my chair sinks, I need to put like some PVC there because this chair is pretty good. Otherwise, it's just the cylinder busted before everything else did. Mithril coif. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to make that. It's only male, so maybe I do, and I skipped over it. No. I can make mithril scale pants, but it requires a blacksmithing skill of 230. Okay, so in order to do that quest, I need a 225 for the shoulder and a 230 for the coif. All right, so let's skip that one. What about the world at your feet? Heavy mithril boots and ornate mithril pants. Okay. I can make the ornate mithril pants. There we go. Okay, so I need how many pairs of pants? 1 pair of those pants, which that requires 12 mithril. Okay, and an aquamarine, which I might have in the bank. And then the heavy mithril boots we'll save some of this work. We can't do any of it right now, so let's save it. We'll go walking. I'll do the research as we fly around. We'll start researching what I'm going to need for that. But obviously, the key is I'm going to need a butt ton of mithril, and it would be nice if I could learn. I need to be up to 230, so I got to figure out how we're going to get these things. We go. I can't make the heavy mithril boots yet. That's a pain. The reason why I'm traveling out here is we have that other piece of our quest yet. So while we're walking, let's go to our spreadsheet. We have the profession quests here. We just did... oh, we also need to kill these rocks. I'm glad that this person attacked us. I forgot we're also here for this. We need 10 buzzard wings. Okay, so we're going to have to run around the desert. And there's mithril right there. That's awesome. Win-win. 4 right now. Okay, we need 10 buzzard wings. These rocks don't mess around. I mean, they're only 43, but feels like a little hardy. We did not get a buzzard wing. Here we go with some mithril. I'm glad I saw this. Glad we stopped that. Rock was really a benefit to us. Okay, so we're up to 6.
Inventory is
Okay, yes it is. Alright, let's toss this. How about the cured ham steak? Great. Okay, so we did gain 2. So we're at 7 total extra mithril. On top. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to do the spreadsheet. So we just finished Galvan's finest pupil. So I really should change the order around there, but I guess you can complete them in slightly different paths if you want. And we just, let's put this down a little bit more. That might be too far, but we just picked up 3 more. A good head on your shoulders, the world at your feet, and the mithril kid. Those 3. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, and they might not get completed right now, but this is where we're going. And then we're taking our path out here because we want to get to Steamweedle to do Stoley's Shakedown. There's a shop over there, too, we can sell. I could make some more grinding stones if I want to reduce inventory space. Yeah, I should. Trying to hover a little bit close to the mountains because I feel like there's a moderate chance some ore might pop there. Now, we already checked this out. We were here when we were doing the Christmas quests, so we've been here before. There's a few quests out this way. All right, there's a shop. There we go. We already have all the recipes this guy sells. Let's sell him. Sell that page. I don't want the raptor flesh. Don't need that. I'm good on that. I guess I can keep that for now. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of those. And then I'm going to, like I said, reduce by making some stones. Both heavy... Whoa, not weight stones. Grinding stone. And solid. And I also... We have to save the true silver because as you saw... So we do need to pick up true silver wherever we see it. I know we need some. We might be okay on what we have here. But I don't know. I can't speak to that 100%. So we have a bunch of things we need to get to. We need to get to these pants, these boots, these coifs, these metal shoulders, and we can do some of this actually in Booty Bay. It's probably a better spot for us to work on it now, not back in Stormwind, to make little trips back there, because that's where the trainer is now, and that trainer does have some of the stuff we need, but we don't have nearly enough. I mean, we only have 7 mithril. That ain't nothing. Because it seems like most are taking around a dozen or so. This is just going to be a big pain in the butt. Daedradus. Alright, so we're going over here to turn in the Stoley's part. I don't remember if there's a pirate killing part mixed in. Maybe.
Ah, so you've been speaking with McKinley, have you? It's not what he thinks. I'm not afraid to give him some steam Weedle bilge rum. I just don't have any rum to give him. I owe Seawolf McKinley and Booty Bay some rum to settle a bet, but I'm all out of rum. Captain Cuergo stole my last shipment, and he has it stowed in that walled pirate town to the south. If you can find my shipment of rum and return it to me, then I can prove to McKinley that Kalimdor's booze beats the dirt out of Booty Bay.
Alright, so we have Stoley's debt and Stoley's shipment now picked up. Where's Stoley's debt, Stoley's shipment? Boom. And yeah, we're getting really near the end of the line here. Alright, so we have to run back down to where we got Metzen the reindeer and did the other pirate stuff. And I don't remember who has that shipment or who we have to kill for that. No worries. Just a little pinch of killing. You know what? We might get lucky and get a box. Oh, I forgot. We have to buy that Jungle Vine wine because I screwed up. And we have to run around here killing... Before we hearth, after all this, we do need to go... We need 10 buzzard wings because they sell for a stupid rate. So, I think they were selling for 20 or 30 silver for each one. I do not want to pay 3 gold for these buzzard wings, especially since they're found... The best place to find them is out here in the desert, and we're here anyway. So we're going to make some effort to travel the desert, fight rocks and fire rocks, and get 10 buzzard wings. And there wasn't even 10 for sale. I believe when we looked, there was only 9. So we'll go ahead and keep running around. I'm going to maybe run down here. I'm going to run around the borderlands and look for rocks. Because I hope to find some mithril while we're out and about in the world. I'll do that at least once. So as you can see, my focus is starting to be farming mithril because a stack of mithril is 20 to 30 gold. It's just too much. And a stack of mithril barely builds one thing. It's just not. It's not that's iron. We need some of that too because the iron will help us level up right now. Every 12 iron we get will give us, and we have 2, we have 6, but that'll give us a point. Every little point helps. So the goal is to get at least 12, so we're going to pick up iron. That means up to 36 iron minimum is going to be a big help on us. Okay, so we're sitting at 10 iron. That's not quite enough, but it is. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do for my job on my rep pally. On my holy pally that I'm working on. That's going to be fun. Sites rep suggest doing engineering, and that's also what I'm running on my other classic character. So it's a little bit annoying if I do the same twice. But then I think about the alternatives. I do not want to work on... I don't want to be enchantment... enchantment tailoring. As a paladin, it's not fun. Enchantment is really good, but it's such a money drain. So I'm really not looking forward to doing that. Just not liking it at all. These guys are going to run, I think. Let's get my unarmed up. Yeah, not that high. I knew that little buster was going to run. Okay, so these swashbucklers are actually worth killing because they drop something called a Pirate's Footlocker, and we need a ton of them. The drop rate is pretty low, around 8 to 12%, somewhere in that ballpark. So it's worth looking at. I don't see this rum shipment. It must be on the upper floor. But yeah, we'll be spending our time farming this stupid. Come on. Okay. Thanks for forcing me to do unarmed practice, buddy. We got one. Okay, so when you open these pirate footlockers, all we did, we got a lower map fragment. We do need all three of those. There's a lower, middle, and upper. But the drop rate on those is really high, so that's not an issue. Did we just pull all three? Dang it. Okay. Would not have wrote it this way. Come on. Guess I'm using a potion. Dang. Come on. I don't want to use my... Guess I gotta use my lay on hands. It stinks. This is bad luck. Shouldn't have done it. But I also should have probably been a little bit more prepared. These guys are not nothing, and I just walked in there and pulled 3, and sloppy on my part. Alright, let's go ahead and drink one of these and give myself a well-fed buff from something. Dumb flashball, I should probably get rid of that. Soothing Turtle Bisque is 8. I have 7 of those. That's 12, I should save that. Alright, I guess we'll do that. Oh, dang it. Oh, that's 12. So the Soothing Turtle Bisque is what I need to eat. So everything else is 12. Oh, this frog leg stew needs to get out of here. What am I doing with that? That can just be sold. That's worse. That's just trash. Alright, so in here is the... It must be further upstairs. Fantastic. And there it is. You just need one of these, I believe. There's a dead body right there. Somebody failed in their mission. Okay, we got Stoley's shipment. So be prepared, I guess, to kill up to 3 at a time on these pirates. Just don't be as sloppy as I am, and you should be fine. Thanks, buddy. A little bit annoyed about that lower map fragment that we're going to have to carry for a while, but whatever. We'll be in this zone soon enough, so. Yeah, this is causing us to chain one by one. Alright, so we're killing these. And again, I don't really mind because of that, because of the junk boxes that we need, the footlockers. We need so many of them, or we're not, I mean, hypothetically we don't. We would need a minimum of 4, though. Actually, 3, because the other pieces I think can drop both at the same time. Alright, we did not get another one, but that's alright, we're out of here. Alright, so we're going to go back up and turn this into Stoley, and then he'll give us that other quest, and then we're going to start rock hunting for a little while we run around and maybe, hopefully, get a little bit more mithril. Add on to our mithril stacking here. What's this? Oh, that's the lower map I just got. Oh, I forgot we also need the Stranglethorn, so, this, like I said, this episode might not finish. This zone might not finish today. Because of how poor because of potentially poor RNG. Those blacksmithing quests are gonna really... I'd like to start ticking them off one by one, but we'll see. I don't think any of that's going to happen today. We might, in a good world, we will at least get our blacksmithing up to 225. Maybe get some of the other recipes, and then we can use... I mean, we look at everything that's needed. So, let's see. Let's just go strictly with what's needed. Heavy mithril breastplate and ornate mithril gloves. We can make ornate mithril gloves, which I need one of those. So that's all good to go. That takes 10. I cannot make the heavy mithril breastplates yet. Okay, so then we look at mithril coifs. We cannot make that. Ornate mithril shoulder. I can't make that yet. So that one's fully gone. And then the ornate mithril pants and heavy mithril boots. I can make ornate mithril pants. I only need one of those. So that's 2 points. So if I can get one more point out of something else, that will get me up to 225, which that will then open up the shoulders. And the shoulders, that's 1 point. And then whatever else I might need. Whatever else I can learn from the guy in Booty Bay. Maybe I could learn some of those others.
Great. Thanks for the shipment. Now McKinley and I can finally...
Alright, so Stoley's shipment is completed and the delivery to McKinley. Oops, I'll go back and look at what he said. I messed that one up. I'm not listening to it. That was... Okay, so he says when we pick up that quest, delivery to McKinley. Thanks again for your help, Glee Contessa. Here's a bottle of Steam Weedle Bilge rum. Take it to McKinley, and he can finally put to rest his crazy beliefs about Booty Bay booze. Alright, so here we go out into the desert. We are now going to just run around the desert looking for rocks and mithril. I'm going to do one loop where we stay close to the edges, and then we're just going to run around the middle. The whole time we are going to be looking for... Might bop over this way first and then down, since we already kind of hugged those. But yeah, the whole time we're looking for rocks. The drop rate's pretty good, probably around 50%, so we shouldn't have to kill more than about 20-ish birds. And there are some portions of the desert where they're quite thickly stacked. There are both rocks and fire rocks. I think the fire rocks can, like, shoot fireballs or something. But it'll be okay. Uh-oh, there's a stealth dude. Sometimes the stealth people don't automatically aggro, so that's nice. That's nice of them. We're gonna go walk. There's a rock, a fire rock. So these are the tougher ones. But no worries, mate. See, they cast that fireball spell, flame roast. What's it called? Flame roast. Flame spit. Okay, we got a giant egg. Not a buzzard meat. Giant eggs are good if we can get a stack of those. As we saw, we can sell those on the old black market. On the auction house. People need those for the Clamlet Surprise Cooking Quest. I certainly have bought a bunch of them. But as of yet, no buzzard wings. This right here, we are, we'll have to come back here, I believe, endgame. That's why there's all these other Tanaris quests. That's the, there's another fire rock. That's where you get the, oh geez. Oh, what's this? Iron, but remember, I'll take it every 12 points. It's a point, especially right now, while we're still in that 220 before 225 range. We're at 11, so boom, that's good. So we have at least 1 point coming to us from iron. I will definitely not say no to that. Where'd my bird go? Ore is the most important part of our life right now. There he is. Come here, Fire Rock. Stop running away. Spit your fire at me. Nice. Nice crit. I mean, that was a pretty good crit. 700 damage about. Nice. There, we got our first Buzzard Wing. 9 to go. So this is why I really want to have... I really want to get some help. Because... when we do Negalash, because I don't want to have to go through this twice. Now, when he spawns, we'll probably get a couple cracks at it. What do we have? We have 13,000 XP remaining, and we're getting 400 from each one of these guys. So there's also a moderate chance in turning our other quests in that we're going to get to level up to level 50. That would be cool. So that's Oculus. This is the Caverns of Time. Way different than it is now in retail. We will explore that later when it's not so deadly. But we're starting, as you see, we're starting to hit some fringe layers of... interacting with some of these dragons. It's kind of cool. We're starting to just brush up against the edges of endgame. And that is exciting. We got 500 XP for that too, just for exploring it. Alright, so we don't have this, but we'll hit up that middle part when if we need to. Alright, so we're now on the South Break Shore. This is the other side. We got some more XP for that. Other side of the little loop, if you had come from that path from the pirates. I don't want to go too far down there because I don't think any buzzards are going to be about there. How are we doing on time? I think we're probably about an hour. Oh, only 45 minutes. Good. Alright, so we'll go at least another hour. And then we're going to gauge out how close are we at the end of that hour if I push on. Or not. Round 2 of the playoffs came today, so it was already a minor upset. I don't know if you can really call it an upset, but the Chargers got their butts whooped. So I made one of my worst hot takes going into this season was, I have a buddy that lives out in California, which is where I used to live, and he is from originally San Diego, so he's been a... Now, buzzards are not going to appear down in there, but let's do one run on the edges just for the sake of Mithril. So, he has always been... He's not a die-hard Chargers fan. He doesn't live and die with that team, but he's always been a bit of a Chargers fan. And it's kind of hard. You know, you got to psychologically protect yourself from some of these... Well, you should. I don't. I do not psychologically protect myself from the damage that my team can cause me. And so I expose myself to constant, torturous pain. Where I don't even sleep well, like when the Vikings got their butts handed to them by the Detroit last week. I had a hard time sleeping that night. I'm like, dude, this is not a healthy relationship with football. Okay, that's good. 2 more pieces. Remember, the more pieces, the better. Okay, good. So we got 3 more pieces there. But at the beginning of the year, and him and I always go neck and neck in fantasy. We've been in this league now we've done 11 seasons together in the same league, my league of record. He has won it 5 times, and he's very snarky and smarmy about it. But he's kind of boomer bust. He's also completely bottomed out and been one of the worst teams in the league and failed to make the playoffs 2 of those 11. I've won it 3 times, so nothing to sneeze at. No one else. Well, and then there's another guy that has won it twice. Okay, so there is Mithril probably in this cave. Should we go fight for the Mithril? I mean, I do really want Mithril right now, but do I want to... Let's see how deep in the cave it is. Oh, there's not even a cave. Oh, there is the cave. Go around the edge, kind of. They're kind of high level. Nah, this is too much. It's too much. Oh, there's another cave right there. That's probably where it is. Jeez, little 50s. Okay, let's go for it. I want the XP too, so that's part of it. I do not want this guy. I don't want to fight the 2 of them together. Alright, I'm a little bit worried here because you do have that level. There we go, let's get that. Okay. I got it. Oh, I forgot these guys shoot little babies out. Okay. Did get 580 XP for that. I just want to see what kind of task are we going to have here. I just want to... Yeah, that's such a big network. Are we going to have to probably fight this guy to just get back out? Alright, so screw that piece of mithril. Not worth it. When I'm not even sure. I didn't even see it on the map either. Can I mount up here? Yeah. Yep, they're coming for me. Yikes. So you see that looks like it's in the ground, but I don't know where. So when that thing starts chasing me, I'll mount back up. I don't know that I've ever been on this little stretch. Down there we will go. One day. When we do this zone. That's where that piece of the map, where we have the 3 pieces of the map, that takes us there. Alright, this is a bit of a dicey zone. Probably not worth doing a run through here now that I can actually see what it's like. A lot of the mithril is going to be buried deep. Maybe if I was level 60, this might be worth it. Now to come, so it might be better to go around like this. Just hit the edges. It's kind of dumb. And it has not been fruitful. Right before we hit into it, I got 1 set of mithril, 1 mithril ore spot, and then other than that, we're nothing. So, alright, and remember, our real goal out here is looking for rocks, and we've gotten 1 of our 10 buzzard pieces. But now we're back in the desert. Yeah, the rocks obviously can't spawn. Nothing spawns where those bugs are. Okay, but I think got some more mithril. Yippee yippee. And there's another rock right there too. So fantastic.
I'm out of range.
I don't want that hyena to mess up my... He's gonna... Oh, he did not. Cool. 2 mithril. 3. So we're gonna get... This is a nice 4-1. Fantastic. Alright, so we are up to 13 mithril that we've found while we're out and about here. Unless one of them was from someplace. And let's see where that rock go. These little patches of sand there for something too. That's a searing rock. Oh my. I didn't realize there were searing rocks. I've not fought these ones before. Because you don't really have to... I mean, I haven't yet. Oops, dang it. Oh, he did sear me. Oh, but my cleanse can cleanse that sear, so that's good. Okay. So far, so good. My mining's also 254. We're getting close. We've maxed out our cooking, right? Got him. And we got our second buzzard wing. Yeah, so cooking is the only skill we have maxed out at 300. We need 8 more buzzard wings. 1 more jug of wine since I drank my wine like a fool. South Moon Ruins, I guess we've been here already. That Hinterlands run was really good. We got over 20 in that, which is silly too. You do a whole zone, and you're like, man, that was really productive, and you get like 20, 25. Like you can get 2 points for doing an entire like 30-minute run of a zone. It's really annoying. Like if you want to legitimately farm, this is what you're doing. You're spending hours of your life just hunting for ore. Which is whatever. I mean, I guess that's classic right? That's classic, the classic experience in a nutshell for you. Valley of the Watchers. This is where we came for Uldum. After we finished Uldamar. To talk about Uldum, but it doesn't look like... These are level 50 elites. I probably need to bounce out of here. I was thinking maybe there'd be ore, but no, there's no ore right up against the door. Maybe if I at least cut over. I don't know. Some explorers came and died. Oh, look, there is a prospector there. I don't know what his deal is, if we will interact with him later. Okay. I was hoping there would be ore there. There's another rock, though. I will take another searing rock. Good, I wanted to fight you. Oh, come on, let's get away from that hyena, though. Okay. Cool, they have a good drop on those buzzard wings. That's 3, or at least so far we've had a good drop. So we have 3 of the 10. Pretty solid. We're still needing a little over 10,000 XP. You know, mining is in retail, mining is a great way to level up. You get so much XP just from mining. I'm going to try our best to really experience retail as good as we can too when we do that. This is a crashed Zeppelin. This is there is a guy named Tuga, a tortoise named Tuga. There's a certain quest line we will end up doing. I just did it yesterday on my other characters. Goes to show you just how close we are. How much my trailblazing eps have pretty much caught up. All right, we found another mithril ore, Eureka. This little thistle area is annoying. Okay, it was a 3-fer. Cool. So we're at 16. We found 16, and we had 1, so we have 17 total ore. Not a lot, but it's not nothing. And we are going to make a run in the hinterlands also. So this blacksmithing is definitely slowing our life down for sure. Also, we don't necessarily have to do this. You know, when we get to like Horde, if the price on buzzard wings wasn't that expensive, we absolutely could just skip this part. And we might skip it. What's this? Small thorium. I think we actually have some thorium. Oh no, we gotta fight this guy now. So I think I have a nug of it, yeah. So I can, and that's going to be something we need later. So any we get now is going to be helpful. Not to mention, it's how you can level up your mining. Okay. Yeah, there you go. See, cool. Probably going to end up fighting that other one too. Oh. This small thorium ore, I think it's been here since like yesterday. Yeah, 1. We got 1 piece. That's why people complain about like thorium all the time, because both times we've mined a node, we've gotten a single piece out of it. So that's crap. Maybe, I don't think that has anything to do with our skill level either. I did see that thorium ore there though yesterday, and I'm not surprised. So it says that Tuga is up there. There's another mithril. So we want that bad boy. But I've never actually seen him there. I found him in various other spots. Okay, so they stopped chasing me. Let's get this mithril.
I need to get closer.
More mithril, the better. We've almost done our entire loop, though. So once we get back up to Gadget Stand... I mean, we can, that's it. Only 2 on that one. Boo. 18. 19. Once we get back up closer to Gadget Stand, this right here is the path to Ungoro Crater. There are some quests that take you from Tanaris into Ungoro, so they sort of start getting you ready to go there. That's still pretty far off in our life from when we'll do Ungoro Crater. I'm going to go back there just to see if there's any ore. That would be cool. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I just wanted to explore. I haven't really been back here, actually, on my other characters because I don't need to do all this ore hunting. Yeah, I don't see anything. Alright. Okay. Now, so we've done the western side, the southern side. Now, the northern side is not really... I mean, we kind of passed by most of it. There's not really a north. So now we're going to head up the eastern side. So, pretty far. We've spent around 15 minutes of our life on this. We've gotten 3 of the buzzard wings we need in that time. And we've gotten a pretty good chunk of ore. So, it's not fruitless here. We're working our way up through... And not to mention, we've gotten a little bit of iron. We've gotten at least 1 point for that. So, when we hit... our inventory is going to start being taken up. Like, I'm going to sell... You know what? I need to get rid of some of this crap. We'll start dropping off some things. Oh, I didn't realize we were going through another bug zone. I guess I should have realized that. Probably. This is the... these guys are just as tough as the other ones. See, there's more mithril underground, but I feel like that's not worth it. When we're doing the quests out here, sure, absolutely. We'll go take detours. Yeah, there's a couple... That's small thorium. We don't need that right now, but of course, thorium is good, as we just discussed. I imagine any of the most cool armor that we can make when we do this way of the blacksmithing, I imagine that it's going to require thorium. These little bugs are actually ads, and if you walk like right on top of them, they will summon their people. So just something to keep an eye on. Oop, there's mithril right there. Okay. Kind of do a loop around that bug. I should probably just kill that guy. He's probably going to screw with me. And as soon as I get here, he starts coming back. Okay, so for this guy, I want to have Retribution Aura on. Because he summons... He's one of those swarmers like we did back in the Barrens. And he will actively summon dudes constantly. That was nice. Got him. Alright, so we did get 1 mithril, and now we're going to get a little bit more.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. Well, let's... I don't care about this Dugland, I guess. Let's just get rid of that right off the bat. Cool. 22. Did I forget? I forgot to sell, didn't I? Or did... No, I must have forgot to sell when we were at that little shop. I thought I was going there to sell. I don't know. Maybe I did. There's a buzzard. That's a fire rock. So we're back to the medium level rocks. With the flame spit instead of the sear. Which I actually prefer the sear since we can heal that. Nice. We got our 4th buzzard wing, is it? 4 down, 6 to go. And we are really pretty far along the zone. I'd say we're 85% of the way. And we just got more XP for exploring this little area. Love it. We need 7,600 XP to level up. I would like to do that while we're out here because that's just a rock. So here's the baby version. Because then we can get our level 50 powers while we're in Stormwind once we hearth back out of here. So if we can kill some mobs, and we've got a lot from exploring. There's one more little spot we can explore there, and one right there. So we get about 1,000 from exploring still. See, those little rocks only give us 200 XP. That's going to take too long. And if we hearth back to Stormwind, Not loving it. Well, what we need to do is fight the stronger rocks, at least, because that'll give us... Then we would only need around 15 or so, and... So there, look at this. I don't know what this area is up here. See, it's all gray, but what is it? I don't actually see anything. I thought there would be an exploration up there. Maybe it's... Oh, you know what? I bet you that's Zul'Farrak. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to cut to the... Oh, these are elite trolls. Yep, so we're out in front of Zul'Farrak. That's why there's elite trolls. I did this quest the other day, and I'm like, why are there these elite trolls just randomly out here? That's why. It's right outside the entrance to Zul'Farrak. Boom. Okay, gained another 400 XP. So we have the zone pretty much explored. I'm going to cut across here, staying next to the mountains. That is... Oh, that's just a camp. We'll be back out there for those guys. Just wanted to hit up. Wanted to see. There's probably no ore available around here. Alright, once we get here, I'm going to head down this way to the middle so we can explore that last spot. Not counting this, but that one's too much of a pain to get to. And then we're going to just hover around. We're going to kind of maybe do little loops around here so that we can maybe see more mithril, but also fight the stronger rocks. We just need 7,000 even. There's a regular rock. We're only at 4 buzzard wings, so... It also seemed like those stronger ones had a little bit better RNG. And here is a mithril deposit. Love it. That one was worth 300. Okay, let's toss the volatile rum because we won't be getting any more of that. Perfect. And I'm going to fight this guy. We need all the XP we can get. This will clear the way for this path. We did not get a buzzard wing. So still in need of 6 more. He keeps trying to get behind me. Resisted my thing. Jerk. And he knocked me down. This guy sucks.
I can't carry
Okay, I'll toss just the... Oh, parrot skeleton. That's trash. Alright, so 22, 23, 24. That's good. So now that gives us a couple pieces minimum of gear that we can build. We can basically build our ornate stuff right now. No problem. Love it. And we are going to reboot back in Stormwind. We're going to start carrying some of this gear with us. But as we finish it, we're going to make trips back to Tanaris over the coming, as these quests become available to us. So it's funny that this is a Stranglethorn Vale quest, and we've spent 0 time in Stranglethorn Vale. There's a regular rock. Yep, they love to hang around. There's a couple there. They love to hang around bones. So we got a second one right there too. We need right now 6,300 XP. Jeez, it's so close. Okay, we did not get it one again. Let's try this guy. Oh, there's 2 more. Right at 6,000. Yeah, we'll have to go for the stronger rocks since they are... They all, for another reason, in addition to the XP, the drop rate seems to be much better. Okay, we did get a buzzard wing on that one. I don't know what this feathery wing, if I should ditch that. I'm going to get rid of this tender wolf meat. I don't care about that. Okay, so we're up to 5. Halfway there. Perfect. Did not get number 6. All right. But between those few kills, we're now at 5,400. So dang close. There's one more spot we can explore in the middle. I'm going there for the free XP. And then we're going to just hover around, like I said, some of these mountainous areas looking for a night elf. Seems to be 49. Okay. They seem pretty good. Just keeping an eye on them. Alright. This is the Broken Pillar. We will have to go there some point. Cool. And that leaves us at 5,000 even. This is getting us close to this. There's like a couple compounds here. We've got to kill some ogres for one. Okay, so now we're at the big bone where there's going to be a bunch of fire rocks. I see a bunch all around me, so this could be where we end up finishing off our last 5 buzzard wings, or at least a big chunk of it. We got a buzzard talon on the first one, so no. It was those searing ones in the south that were really good. I think we had like almost 100% drop rate off of them. Okay, boom, we did. There's number 6. We're down to needing 4. 4 buzzard wings to go. See another one over there. Perfect, we got another one. So we're down to needing 3 buzzard wings. Across here without fighting these. And we're down to needing 3,800. See, big. I don't know if that was the one we already went to over there, but. Well, okay, we got another one. Let's go ahead and eat up some more of this soothing turtle bisque. Guess I'll drink one more of those. So we are now at 8. We only need 2 buzzard wings, and I see another fire rock right there. 2 buzzard wings, 3,500 XP. And we've got a pretty nice chunk. Pretty solid. Actually, better than we did yesterday out in the hinterlands. From the, it's taken longer though. This is not as friendly as a place to farm for sure. And 3,500. Ugh, it's just so close. Okay, that giant egg is useless. Okay, we're at 3,100 XP needed. XP count, 2025. Yeah, so we basically spent the majority of our day out here. I don't know that we're even going to make it to Stranglethorn on our day of questing for Stranglethorn, so that's great. Okay, we did get our 9th buzzard wing. I'm going to get rid of this fine aged cheddar. And we have another one, so we could potentially end it right now. At least the buzzard wing hunt. And then I'm just going to go down and fight a few heavy mobs, because we're at 2,800. I mean, that's... If we're fighting mobs that are worth That's 7 mobs that are worth 400 each. That's nothing. And we have... Okay. So cool, we're at 2,400. And we still need one more buzzard wing, so the hunt's not even over. Love it. Okay, we're gonna go head down this way, closer to... I think that is the bones we were at before. I'm gonna go head by these mountains, in case there's mithril just lurking on the sides of one of them. Not sure which of these beasts... I would like to fight the Searing Rock, if at all possible. What is this? Gold. I don't want no stinking gold. That's just going to take up inventory spot I don't have. So no thanks. Maybe by these... This is the Dune Mall compound. This is where the ogres are. Well, we have a quest where we got to go kill these guys. It's usually farmed a lot. I don't think it's farmed. It's just you have to kill a lot of them for the quest. Alright, so no luck on that. We got gold instead. I'm going to just head straight down through the desert here. 2,400 XP. And we need a... This right here, the East Moon Ruins, is a spot where we will find a bunch of, like, troll artifacts that we need for a quest. It's a pretty good spot for that. Go maybe over to these bones. This probably has some searing ones. It has a lot of hyenas. Some Lion King vibes out here. The elephant graveyard. Alright, so no buzzards at that one, interestingly. There's gotta be buzzards out here. Come on. Come on. I'm also heading straight down just in case along this wall I can hit like one more mithril vein up. 2,400. That's 6-ish. 6-ish kills from these stronger mobs at this part of the desert. That's nothing. Should we kill 6 just so that we can level up our skills? Yes, we should. And then we'll have a character that's level 50, so that is awesome. A Dune Mall Warlock. Dang, no buzzards in that whole little stretch. Which way should I go? Guess I'm going to go this way. I mean, I did already kind of farm this area. So... But you would think that the buzzards at least would have respawned by now. I don't want to go. Once I start getting in next to this buggy zone, I don't want to go there. Yeah, let's head up this way. Maybe I'll get to see a... Let's say, oh no, but we got iron and the so we got a Searing Rock and we get some more iron. I will take both. Okay. Yeah, and I don't know what we're, what I can really do with the iron. That's just a few. Okay, are you going to be my final kill that I need? Maybe. Okay. It's possible. Where are we at? 2,400. Oh, we got 500 for that one. And yes, that was my final buzzard wing. And what are we going to throw away? I'm going to throw away this Wicked Claw. Okay, cool. Now I just need to kill randomly. I have 1,900 kills to go. If they're going to be worth that much XP, we're talking about 4 kills here. I will absolutely, without the slightest compunction, do 4 kills to level up. Just rando kills. What did he just do to me? Silence me.
Inventory is full.
Of course it is. Get rid of that single beak right there. Alright, so we're now down to 1,400. That's 3 kills of that nature. And I see 3 kills of that nature right here. Okay, these glasshide basilisks. I guess ain't nothing to mess with. I don't know. They hit you with that. It says it. Oh, it's fully stunned. You're petrified. And I didn't see a wind-up for the cast either, so it wasn't even like I could stop him from doing it. I'm gonna give him some of his own medicine right now. See how he likes that. Perfect. 800 XP, y'all. Let's go for it. Now I'm stunned. No, I'm not. That's strength of stone. Is he gonna stun me? I can't stun him, so he had. Now I'm stunned. Petrified. Armor increased, I see, so that's good. Interesting.
I can't carry
Got a basilisk heart. What else can I drop that's a single item? Anything? Vibrant plume. I have a feeling basilisk heart probably sells more than that. Alright. Let's go for it. I'm not very scared of these. They seem to be pretty good. And we're down to needing just 239 XP. So let's fight this guy. I'm doing extra holy damage now. I just have to actually have enough mana to get the Seal of Command to let me do the holy damage. And I'm stunned. Oh, right. And that means my Judgment and Valor is wearing off. Okay, so reset the cycle. Cool. Now I'll do some extra damage with my hits. Nailed it. Alright, for my talent point, I can give my another 2% to intelligence here. And we have everything we need. We have the 10 buzzard wings, we got a bunch of mithril. Let's harf back to Stormwind, and then we're going to fly down to Booty Bay. But we're going to go mess around with the bank and stuff like that. I mean, we could do it in Booty Bay, too. It doesn't really matter. So I guess let's just fly straight down to Booty Bay, and we'll mess with everything there. Wait a minute. Yeah, well, I need to go to... I guess we're going to do it here, because I need to go to, first of all, let's look in the bank and see if I have any aquamarine. But we need to go to, we need to still go to the hinterlands. So, there's that element also.
Looking for just browsing my wares, or is there something
6 in repair, yeah, we can sell a lot of these side things. No. Selling that frog links too. That's gone. Alright. Yeah, like certain things like that stack of wool, like I don't really need to keep all that. Okay, the buzzard wings I do need to keep. And I'm gonna need some kind of recipe for it. I don't remember what. Barbecue buzzard wing, yeah, just hot spices. So I could make that, but I'll make that in Booty Bay also. When we get there, I'm not that worried about it. And when I make the wine, that'll help me remember to make the wine. Yeah, so it's not looking like we're going to get there today, guys, because we're already down to only about 20-ish minutes. That took so long for me to get the buzzard wings and to farm mithril. So we are working towards Stranglethorn, but the nature that I'm doing it is definitely making it take longer than it otherwise would. But that's part of the experience. We are being productive the entire time. It's just maybe not the productive level that we would like. What's my mining? Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait till 260 before I really check. Let's smelt the iron. Okay, and then we're gonna smelt all that mithril. Oh, I forgot to get the aquamarine. Ding dong. And these guys can't teach me anything anyway. So I'd have to go to... I mean, we could go over to Ironforge, actually. Because there might be something... Let's look at that. Classic, while we smelt. Classic blacksmith trainers. Okay. Okay, we need to now smelt all the mithril. Okay, so the blacksmithing trainers. In Alliance, in Ironforge, there's this dude. Journeyman. That's not what we want. Okay, we want expert. There we go. Okay, so we want to find this Bengus Deepforge guy. Is there anything he can teach us at the level that we're at? So he trains things up to 170. Oh, no, he's got more. Up to 215, the steel plate helm. It's the highest thing he trains. So we already have all of his. So there's no need for us to go further in. I'm going to stink and have to go back and get my aquamarine. Alright, let's see what we need here. First of all, we're going to have to build up... Okay. So first we're going to have to... Let's build up just straight up iron stuff right here. So we have... Not that. The steel. That's what we want. So steel plate helm is 14 steel. Anything else? Steel breastplate is 16. And the golden scale, that's only 10. How much iron do I have? I only have 17 iron. So I could go looking. Yeah, there's no point to do that. 17 iron, that's it. Yeah, so I could do 14, 16, or 10 if I want to go do all that gold. Better than what I have? Yeah, the mine are better. And that takes the citrine also. That takes some citrine. Alright, I'll just go with the steel. So I need to buy 14 coal from the blacksmithing supplier.
What's on you? Don't let the humans in the bazaar fool you, lass. With the subway those gnomes built.
Can only buy 10
We might think to
at a
transport
time.
goods from Ironforge. If they try to tack on import fees, just tell
Okay,
them
so now I've got to
to
forge
hear from
steel, and I've got to smelt steel also. So this will get me 1 point. That'll bring me up to 257. And then the rest of it, we might as well be smelting what we need for the different ingredients, the different recipes. Because there is some that we can get. But yeah, we could also just save it and keep getting iron, but I'm not really worried about that, I guess. We'll still keep picking up iron, and because it's going to be at worst yellow. Alright, so now we can build this helmet. Steel plate helm. Not better than what we have. We have a mail helm, but ours is pretty dang good. This is just the purpose of getting us to 223. So we're 2 points down. All right, so now we need heavy mithril boots, which we cannot build. We need ornate mithril pants, which we can build if we get our aquamarine. Okay, let's go ahead and sell this
Don't
helmet.
let the humans in the bazaar fool you, lass. With the subway those gnomes built, it's easier than ye might think to
Make
transport
these
goods.
little grinding stones
If they
too.
try to tack on import fees, just tell them you're gonna buy your gear from me.
Let's build some more of those. I mean, we have plenty. It's not actually saving us much space. Yeah. Those shoulders, though, would be nice. Okay, so let's go get that aquamarine now. Then come back. I messed this up. Yeah, this actually... I don't even know. I want to do... Well, now that we only need 2 points, I'm pretty sure what else can we build? We can do the ornate mithril pants right now. And I can already build the ornate mithril gloves. I need only 1 pair of those. The mithril coif I don't even have. The heavy mithril boots I don't have. Yeah, so those 2 things I can build. So I can build the ornate mithril gloves, just 1 pair of them. And if I go get that aquamarine, I can build the ornate mithril pants, and then I'm sitting there at 225, and we're going to see what opens up before us. We'll also see how much remaining crap we have left. So I think I'll probably end it on this, because I'll get in the flight. It's a long flight to the hinterlands, and now we've got to fly all the way back there. And on the next episode, we'll do a run around the hinterlands much quicker than a Tanaris run, and then we'll fly down to Booty Bay and work on it from there. And that way we can at least get it done. But let's see what kind of aquamarine we have going on.
Never stolen anything out of here. Not in
Got
the
5.
history of the whole history.
Got plenty of gold. I could have built that with gold. It's just not really worth it. That's silver. Okay. Got more citrine if I need. I can put a little stack there. Not a ton of other stuff. We do have the leather if needed as we get to some of those. But all right, so we can also check while we're here, just in case, to see if there are any Stranglethorn pages. If we get lucky and there's a 21 or a 24 for really cheap. Also, we can just take an eye at what's the cost of mithril. I like to do that. You never know from day to day. So if we do, let's just say mithril ore. Mithril ore, 10 stacks are like 5 gold. So it's about 10 gold if we make it ourselves. And what if we do mithril bar? So that's not so terrible. 10 gold for a 20 stack. Yeah, so that's good. It's better than I thought. So mithril stacks are 8 or 9 gold. That's not too bad. Now we're starting to get into the realm of maybe I just buy some. But still, altogether, it's so much. We're not there yet, because think about all the different pieces that we need. We're so far off still. But I also wanted to look and see what about Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Okay, we need, what did I say? Page 21 and 24. There's 21. If there's both, yeah, there's no 24. So since there's a no 24 and we can't seal the deal now, screw it. Who cares? 24 is what the other person was asking for the other day in the chat too, so annoying. All right, so we're going to build these ornate mithril pants right now. We can build 2 of these. We have a total of 27, so we're going to use 12 and 10. We're going to use 22. We're going to be down to 5 mithril, but we are going to be at blacksmithing of 225, which will allow us to learn our shoulders. That's good. The ornate mithril shoulder. That's going to take our thick leather. So actually, let's screw it. Let's go back and pick up thick leather. We're going to need that too. Actually, do I? No, I only have heavy leather. I don't have thick leather. So we might need to go buy that. I might just buy a 20 stack of thick leather just to have, because how much does that take of it? Like 6. So let's find out what a stack of thick leather costs us. We have heavy, but not thick. And there's, I mean, maybe you get lucky and you get some from a chest, but there's no guarantee you ever get that anywhere. So. Oh, I spelled it wrong. That's my wife. They didn't have the... Actually, it's my daughter. But they're both at the grocery store right now, and I'm making something. All right, a 20 stack is 6 gold of that. Let's look at the mats that we're going to need for Art of the Armorsmith. How much total? Art of the Armorsmith total mats. There's got to be a post somewhere on there that you're going to need. So in order to complete this guide, you will need 16 total thick leather. 4 black pearls. Yeah, a lot of crap. A heart of fire. Okay. 342 mithril. Alright, so thick leather I might as well buy a 20 stack of. So 20 stack for 3 gold. Not too bad. It's not nothing, but it's whatever. Yikes, it's just so much. I mean, you do, I guess, whatever. You do a loop of a zone like we just did, and that gets you... Oh, I gotta go to the actual mailbox now, too. That gets you basically the equivalent of like 7 or 8 gold when we do that. But we don't have the... There's no way for us to get that right there. I think... You know what? There's a fire. Let's go in here and build our...
Just browsing my wares, or is there something
I want to sell some of this stuff. Those can go. I'm done on the fire bombs. I'm not saving that anymore. I should stash the wild vine. Actually, is wild vine used in any recipes that I will ever use? Reagent for... It is. The Beakwood Hue. Sure is. So I'll go stick those in the mailbox, because I'm not going to really use them. And now I think we're pretty much done. Ichor of Undeath. I need to stick these 2 in there. And Elemental Water. Okay. That's pretty good. And then let's buy the 10 hot spices. Now we'll build the barbecued buzzard wings that we need for that stupid quest. And then I'm going to send us on the flight path up to ye old... Oh, that guy has the... I think that's Mazranash. That's cool. Pink Tall Strider. I'm pretty sure that's Mazranash. Alright, so we didn't really accomplish anything. We did 1 quest, plus some blacksmith quests. We'll go back and build those couple little things. So we're starting to build a couple pieces. I'm on the fence. You need so much mithril. That maybe I'm gonna do like a... every time I go here, I'll supplement myself. And every time we go, we'll buy... because for the ore, it's really not that expensive, really. A 10 stack, like I said, is... So altogether, it's a little over 7. And then we start to get up into that range right there where it's 4 each. So I just basically bought a 20 stack. We'll just buy it from time to time. We have the money. We have some money. We're not broke. We have a regular amount. It's going to hurt us in the long run when we want to get down to our epic mount. I don't know what that's... But that's actually a quest too. I just think it's a more difficult one. And, you know, we're going to have to buy some other stuff too. But maybe anytime I have to make a trip to the auction house, I'll drop... If it's going to be that price, because last time I checked, it was like 20 or 30. So right now, when I can get a 20 stack for, you know, under 8 gold, so that's a third of what it was, a third or a quarter of what it was at other points. So that's not too bad. So I guess I'll just gauge those prices, and it will save us time because we basically just wasted a whole not wasted, but we spent a whole episode. We did have to get the buzzard stuff too, so as long as we have a reason, I don't mind going out there and doing it. You also need the stones, so we have plenty of stones, but that's part of it too. We need someone... I hear my dog out there. My dog. I just called it my dog. That's a first. My daughter's dog, but... barking, which makes me feel like... Want to sell sulf ingots? 1,000? Do you want to sell them for 1,000? Is that what you're saying? Or you have 1,000 of them to sell? What's a sulf ingot? So many questions. All right, so now we're going to look at what we can actually build here. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. We gotta wait. She might be barking because maybe they're gonna... I don't think they're gonna be home because they had texted... They were texting me about, like, not having a specific ingredient that I wanted, and I was telling them what they could use instead. Since I'm gonna make some din-din here tonight, I'm gonna be making a variation of a beef stew pie... but like a German variation that has some sauerkraut in it, as opposed to some of the more normal ingredients. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Okay, so what do we need? Let's go down the list. I cannot build ornate mithril gloves. Actually, I can. All right, so we're going to start there. I can build 1 ornate mithril glove, and I'm going to. Cool. This takes a minute. Now, how are these gloves? A crit chance of 1%. That's pretty dope. 300. Now, they're not as good on the armor. That I don't care about as much, but that attack power and the defense... I think my Crag Fists of Power I would still take overall more than these ornate mithril gloves, but they're pretty solid with the plus 1% crit chance. Okay, we got our 1 piece of gloves that we need. Fortunately, this is... Oh, and we need to stash those 3. Dang it. Okay, they can sit up there because... Oh, I have that on top of that. Alright. We also need the... In a minute, we need 1 pair of ornate mithril pants. Okay. What do these guys do? Dodge chance plus 12%. So mine are 233. So significantly better armor. Now I would lose the 8 strength. So that part is lame. And the 10, the dodge is good. I would say that dodge makes up for the stamina loss. But that change in armor for the 8 strength is not worth it for me. I'm good. Those are more tanky kind of pants, but they're solid. They're solid. But just, I'm a little bit aged past them. All right, now that I'm 225, I can now learn the ornate mithril shoulders. And now I can build one of those. Okay, but before I go do the rest, I have to find out what else I need. I still have this rapier, but that's 240. Thanks, I'm not there yet. I imagine all this other stuff I'm going to learn, the heavy mithril boots, the mithril coif, and the heavy mithril breastplate. Just being able to build them is going to gain me 6 points. So, if I had to... These gloves, no. Yeah, that's no longer good. Okay, so I'm at 226. I gotta find out what I can do because mithril scale. I don't want to spend 12 on this stuff. Steel is, of course, still a good option. The best is 10. That's my best chance that I can. So I don't want to have to spend the 10 though. All right, let's go back to the bank real quick since I forgot. Let's move a little bit of stuff around. Put that grinding stone there. Put that there. We will move some potions up there. And I'm going to put those 3 things in the bank and then get myself ready for the flight path. And then I'm going to skedaddle. Next time we will do a run. So even with that extra 20 stack that I just bought from the bank, that just barely got me enough to build those 3 pieces that I need for the 3 ornate parts. I don't know how, and that's going to teach me how to build the helm, the boots, and the breastplate. So at the end of this, that's 7 more points we're going to get just building that. I imagine we have to be at least 230. So in the meantime, if I have to build points to get to 230, we're going to see what we can train down in Booty Bay. So that'll be part of it. Let's go to the bank first, and then log. Not too shabby though. Just a lot of really this quest. I hesitate it's going to get billed as a Stranglethorn quest, but I hesitate to call it that. It's really us working on our blacksmithing with a tiny pinch of Stranglethorn questing on the side. There's a black pearl. Might as well pull that out. We're going to need that. I don't need elemental fire. We saw that list. I just saw that list. Where was that at? Back to this. We're going to need a heart of fire, 4 black pearls. Everything else is fine. We're good. But that black pearl we're going to need. I don't have a heart of fire or any more black pearls, so I'm a little bummed on that. But we can put those away. So that will just be more things we have to buy. We also might get screwed overall in hunting down these Stranglethorn pages. I guess each episode will come check for that 24, and we'll start grinding that if we have to. Oh, I forgot to learn my powers. Oh gosh, let's do that. That was another big reason why we got to level 50. I'm so excited about the blacksmithing that I didn't even do that. I'd like to be able to bust out as many of these as possible so I could go turn all 3 of those in at once and get all that other crap out of my bag, but as we find rune cloth also, we're going to switch over and build rune cloth for a while, up until 290, until I can get all these mage weaves turned in. That's first aid. There we go. Chillwind Point. That's a breadcrumb, I would imagine, to Western Plaguelands. Catherine the Pure, teach me again.
May the light protect you this day.
All right, Blessing of Light, rank 2. We have it rank 1. This is going to make it to where 300. So if I bless someone, then healing is more effective on them. I like that. Cool. So we're going to do that right now. It's 210 and 60, and we're going to be upping it to 385. So pretty solid if I were to ever be a healer, which I won't. Flash of Light, rank 5. I guess rank 4 is the best one for mana, up to 231, but I don't care since I'm not a healer. I don't really care about that. But I guess the bang for your buck, it's rank 4. Holy Wrath. That's cool. Sends holy power bolts in all directions, hurting everyone. So it's like an AoE attack. Cool. Okay, so I need that up here with this. So bottom line is I need to change my action bars. So I need to up it to 10. Then I need to shrink my size down to 42, 41. 41. Okay. Okay, so this opens up some spots for me here. Okay, this allows me to bring in that cool spell I just gained. Holy Wrath. Pretty neat. A big AoE demon slash.
May the light protect you this day.
No. I almost. Okay, lay on hands rank 3, 550 mana up from 250. Which that's useful, as we just saw when we just used it, man. I used it on the last one. I'm like, gosh. Oh, there's no there's no way. You have to read up. Now, Seal of Light, rank 2. We only have, we already have rank 2. This will be rank 3. So this will go to 76 per heal smite from 53. And the Judgment is a healing of 49 for everybody, up from 34. So a lot of healing at this level. So level 50 is a really big one for the healer.
May the light protect you this day.
Seal of Righteousness gives me, I don't ever use that one, but it goes from up to 53 per swing and up to a 135 strike to a 56, 143. Yeah, so really not a huge upgrade. Seal of Righteousness.
May the light protect you this day.
And that's all my holy. We're going to get a bunch of, we'll get some more consecrations when we finally learn consecration in a few levels. We're almost. All right, so Devotion Aura gets a nice upgrade too, up to 620 armor from its 505. So that's good. That's just set in stone. Divine Shield, I like that one. Right now it's 10 seconds, and it's going to go up to 12 seconds. I do have to put that one in there. So that's a good one. That's our best little
May the light protect you this day.
imperm bubble. And all we get for Retribution is an upgrade to Seal of Command, but that's our best one. So it's still 70% damage, but it goes up to 144 with the Judgment or 287 from, so just a small perk, but that one's really cheap to upgrade.
Bless you.
Just a small perk to our Judgment when we judge them normally or when they're stunned. So that's really not a huge one. All right, that was cool. Mostly healing. Level 50 was mostly healing. We only have 10 points left. 2 of them will go to Divine Intellect. And then, so at level 53, we will finally gain Consecration. Looking forward to it. Then, probably I'll dump into to Lay on Hands. And then it's really kind of up to me what we're going to do with our last few. We could go back and give some to protection, but I don't really want to. Could increase my healing for a couple points. Unyielding Faith. That's the reason why they don't have people pick that, is because the real meta, you'll be paired up with a Dwarf Cleric, so you won't need that. You'll have Fear Ward on you. Probably Spiritual Focus, yeah. I'd say that's a pretty good one. So 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. And the last 3 points I could do either Illumination or Blessing of Wisdom.
What can these great beasts know
I have to decide, really, my last
get you there fast and maybe show you something new at the same time.
last 3 points. Or I could give them into Spiritual Focus. That one's good too. Alright, so I'm going to fly all the way to Airy Peak, and we'll pick up from there. Thank you everybody so much for watching, for listening, and for tuning in as we putter around and explore in the world of Warcraft, this very long, thorough. We really made good progress, even though it doesn't seem like it, on the blacksmith training front. And we are ready to go face off on Negalash, and we have Cortella's Riddle ready to be in the bag also. So thank you everybody so much for your time. I appreciate you. And hey, we've had some people come out to the Patreon, so thank you for putting some membership on the Patreon. I want to give you a shout out there. If you made it this long, you're awesome. And I'll make sure to keep cranking out that extra Assassin's Creed content. Check it all out. Like, subscribe. I did add a membership ability on YouTube now too. You can at least check it out. I haven't got it really full up and going yet, but there's at least a way that you can become a member and support me if you want to support me here on YouTube also. So thank you everybody, and I will see you next time on Lore of Warcraft.